Thanks, Lyndon. Jamestown College residents' life staff is also used to enforce safety. They recently conducted their first ever health and safety inspection this past semester. While the staff has done this type of an inspection before, it has only been during the Christmas break, when mostly all of the students are gone. The decision to conduct this inspection came from a Residents' Life conference that the JC Residents' Life staff attended this summer. Dean of Students Gary Van Zinderen did not attend the conference, but was involved in the decision to implement this process on campus. Van Zinderen said it is better to do these inspections more often to protect the students living in the residence halls against potential problems. The staff conducting these inspections, he said, were not intentionally trying to find problems, but simply trying to ensure the safety for the entire building. Several of the items the staff was looking for were hazards to the entire building, such as candles, toasters, and unauthorized air conditioners that could start fires. Residents' Life staffs will be conducting this type of inspection again during the holiday break and ask that all students follow the instructions sent out to them via email for closing up their rooms during the break. In other news, the Student Activities Committee has hosted events ranging from bingo to Fear Factor. A big hit this fall has been their Monday night football parties. Here's Ben Holen with the story.
We are live here at L1 with Justin, one of the co-founders of the Monday night football get-together that's been taking place on campus the last few months. Justin, can you just tell us a little bit about this event that you guys have been doing?
It's just an event that we do every Monday night. It's the game they play Monday Night Football. So we just get pizza, have people get together and watch the game.
All right, free food. It's always a good thing. So how long are you guys planning on going with this? Are you going to go into the playoffs or?
Yeah, we're going to go all the way to the Super Bowl, I think. Probably have a bigger event for the Super Bowl. So more prizes on the Super Bowl. But we're going to go all the way into the playoffs, try to keep it going with the next sport that we can try to find.
Okay. Awesome. I understand that you guys do a little bit of a type of pro pick'em type deal, and the winner gets some prizes. Can you just shed some light on that a little bit for us?
Yeah, what it is they pick the final score in the winning team, and we add up their score, and whoever gets closest to the final score wins. If we have a tie, the first person wrote down wins, but they usually win like a gift card or a little prize to Walmart.
Awesome. That's cool. I actually chose Packers 31-17, I believe, in that little shootout tonight, so let's hope that's the final score.
Thanks, Ben. Well, it's pretty cold outside, but it sounds like we have been luckier than our neighbors to the south. Here's Lyndon Schmidt with your weather.
Thanks, Rich. I'm out here on Allen Field where you can obviously tell it's freezing. Just how cold, you ask? Well, the temperature is above zero, but just barely at 2 degrees, and that's without the wind. We'll have scattered snow showers throughout the day with a 30% chance of precipitation. Unfortunately, this is as warm as it's going to get today. The low tonight will dip down to -4 degrees with more winds coming from the northwest at 14 miles per hour. That'll bring the wind chill all the way down to -20 degrees. We are experiencing a wind chill advisory right now, and that just means that there's some cold air coming in and strong winds are combining with that to generate low wind chills. We'll likely see snow showers continue through the night as the chance of that happening stays at 30%. On the bright side though, the record low for today is -26 degrees, so if you're like me, you'll think about that and think of it as a positive. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll see a high of only 2 degrees with snow flurries. Also, we'll have 15-mile-per-hour winds, keeping the wind chill advisory in effect throughout the day. These winds will set the temperature at -17 degrees. Now, it looks like this snow is going to continue, or it's going to let up tomorrow evening, and we'll see partly cloudy skies with a low of -6 and 10-mile-per-hour winds coming from the west. The snow may come back this weekend, however, as we'll have a 30% chance continue through the weekend of snow flurries Saturday and Sunday. The highs for those days will be 12 and 9 degrees. And guys, that's your JC campus weather. Back to you in the warm and cozy studio.
Thank you, Lyndon, for standing out in the cold for us. Well, Christian, what do we have in sports?
Well, we'll start off with saying that 7 Jimmies were all-conference football players this year. We had senior Clint McGovern, juniors Ryan Hunt, Mike Beeler, and Dustin Urbis, sophomores Drew Bear, Matt Wilson, and Max Bull. Urbis and Bear were both defensive members. Urbis had 95 tackles and 4 interceptions. Bear had 4 sacks and 1 forced fumble, both leading the team. Mike Beeler was 190 for 299 with 2,490 pass yards this year with 25 touchdowns. He also rushed for 263 yards and 4 touchdowns. Max Bowe had 32 of those receptions for 615 yards and 11 touchdowns. Matt Wilson recorded 55 catches for 705 yards and 4 touchdowns. Blocking for those men were Ryan Hunt and Clint McGovern. In 10 games, there were 1,240 rushing yards and 2,728 pass yards, which resulted in 37 touchdowns. And in current sports, there were 3 sports teams in action last night. The men's and women's basketball teams were at Minnesota Morris. Both teams won their games. The women won 79-45, led by Kelly Schuneman with 14 points and Julie Veriano with 13. The women are 12-2 on the season, 2-0 in the conference. They will be next in action on December 29th at the University of Sioux Falls. The men also won by a score of 65-61. They were led by John Peabody with 15 points and Hans Hogue with 13. The men are 8-4 in the season, 1-1 in the conference. They will be next in action on December 18th at MSU Moorhead. The men's wrestling team was in action last night at the University of Maryland with a duel. They won 22-12. We don't have any stats in that match, so they will be next. But winning the duel, they boosted their season record to 3-0-1. In other sports, 3 more Dakota Athletic Conference colleges are thinking about leaving the conference for NCAA's Division II. If they left, there would be only 5 schools in the conference. Here's Richard Schmidt with that.
The Dakota Athletic Conference was created 9 years ago in the NAIA and consisted of 6 colleges from North Dakota and 4 from South Dakota. 5 years ago, Huron College had to shut down, and the University of Mary left for NCAA's Division II. Mary's athletic director, Roger Thomas, said the University of Mary's public notoriety has increased since its transition.
We're doing televised games, and we're playing all over the Midwest, and certainly there's cost involved, but I really think institutionally they're happy they made the move.
Minot University is in the process of leaving the DAC for Division II, and South Dakota School of Mines and Black Hills State University are investigating whether it would work for them as well. Jamestown College Athletic Director Lori Paulson said there is similar turmoil throughout the country.
The perception, at least, is that the NAI is getting smaller and smaller, and there are those that are concerned about the future viability of the NAIA. I don't think the NAIA is going to go away anytime very soon.
So where will JC end up? The future is unclear. Paulson said the athletic directors and presidents from the remaining schools will meet in January to discuss further action.
It's important for each of the 5 remaining schools to get an idea of what the options are for each school and whether or not we choose to make a move together as 5 schools or separately. It remains to be seen. But the important thing for everybody to understand is that the landscape is going to change, and it's going to change relatively quickly. And so it's incumbent upon each institution to look into the future as best we can and find out what the options are.
Thanks for watching your JCTV Thursday News Update. For everyone here at the Student Media Center, thanks for tuning in and have a good night.